Good morning, students. Today in this fourth video I am going to discuss about the question answers of chapter 4 SS standard 6. My dear student, in my first three videos I explained the chapter. Whatever thing is remaining to explain, and if it comes during the question answer time, surely I will explain it in a deep sense. Okay, now my first question is, which are the main stages of primitive man's life? My dear student, the primitive man's life, the early life of primitive man, okay, it was divided into how many categories, okay, which are the main stages. And I have already explained that the primitive man's life was divided into three stages, okay. The primitive man's early life was divided into three ages, okay, and it was called as a stone age. It was also called stone age. Here the answer is, the primitive man's life is divided in three main stages. In three main stages, which are they? Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, New Stone Age. Which are they? Old, Middle, and New. My dear student, when I explained about Old Stone Age, I said it is also called hunter or gathering. Okay. If you don't want to write that thing, hunting or gathering, you can write down grain storing stage. Why grain storing? Because he was collecting the things. He was wandering from place to place. He was collecting and he was eating. Okay. So number one is old stone age, means grain storing age. Number two, that is middle stone age. That is middle stone age. And number three, that is neo or new. I have already explained. Okay. If you use the word neo or new, same meaning. Neo stone age means grain producing stage. Who produces the grain? Farmers. So another name is farmer age we can consider. Okay. So primitive man's life is divided into three stages. Number one is old stone age, middle stone age, and neo stone age. And old stone age, another name is grain storing, hunting or gathering, whatever you want to write, you can write down. Second one is middle stone age, and third one is neo stone age, grain producing or farmers age. Okay, got it? Next question is, why did primitive man wander from place to place? Why he was changing his place, wandering from place to place? My dear student, it was for the need of food. For the need of food, he was wandering from place to place. Answer is here. The primitive man wandered from place to place in search of food. And my dear student, I would like to explain that food and water are the most essential thing to survive. Okay, without water and food we cannot survive for a long time. Okay, air is there, but here we consider about the growth of body. Okay, and that is why we need food and water. Third question is, from what do we get the information of initial life of primitive man? Through which sources? Okay, through which sources we come to know about the early life, beginning of the primitive man's life? Okay, how will come to know? Okay, how will come to know about the initial, means the beginning, early life of human life? Okay, here I have written answer. We get the information about initial life and activities of the primitive man from his tools. Okay, we are getting the information related to primitive man from his tools. And my dear students, at that time he was making tools for different purposes, and these tools were made from stone, and that is why it was called stone age. Got it? So how we come to know about his initial life, early life? So from tools we get information about his early life. Next one, which is the most revolutionary invention of the primitive man? Okay, which thing revolutionary means to change, badlav. Okay, which thing changed the early life of primitive man? And my dear student, it was the invention of wheel. Chakra. Okay, so which is the most revolutionary invention of the primitive man? The answer is the most revolutionary invention of the primitive man is the invention of wheel. Invention of wheel. My dear student, after the invention of wheel, we know we have many vehicles. Okay, just to go from this place to another place. Okay, we are using a train or a bus or some other vehicles. Okay, you will find that tire wheel that is round, and my dear student, that round shape makes the thing faster. Got it? Now next question is, what did the primitive man eat? My dear student, what did the primitive man eat? I said he was eating raw meat of birds and animals. He was also eating fruits, flowers, leaves, okay, vegetables, we can say. And he knew which are the edible things, okay. So he knew. Here, the primitive man was a hunter and preserver of grain. He was a hunter. He was killing the animals, birds. Okay, and together they were eating. They were eating raw meat of animals and birds. The first thing is the primitive man was a hunter. Hunter means shikari, and preserver of grain, collecting the things, grains. Okay. Second, he hunted animals, fish, and birds and ate their raw meat. He was staying at the bank of river, so he was eating fish also. Okay, he was staying at the bank of river. He was also eating the meat of animals. Okay, and he was also eating meat of birds. So we can say he was eating the meat of birds, animals, fish as a raw thing. Okay, he had no idea about to bake. Okay, so he hunted animals, fish, and birds and ate their raw meat. Third point, he also collected leaves, fruits, and flowers from various trees. My dear student, today also we are eating fruits. Okay, now we are eating some fruits, apple, banana, or maybe mango, like this. Okay, we don't process anything. Okay, as soon as we get, we clean it, we cut it, and we eat. Okay, we also eat the leaves of some vegetables. We also eat the roots of some other plants also. Okay, so here at that time he was doing the same thing. Okay, that's why it is written he also collected leaves. Today also we are eating some leaves. Okay, fruits and flowers from various trees. He used them as a food. So he was eating the meat of birds, he was eating some vegetables, fruits, flowers, everything, but everything was in the form of raw thing. Got it? Now next question is, which tools, weapons, okay, were made of stone by the primitive man? Which kind of things he was making from stone? I have already said spear, arrows, hammers. Okay, he was making some tools to cut, to crush, okay, to remove the skin, okay, to dig out. Okay, so many things, for many purposes he was using. Okay, and we got the proof that he made things from stone. Okay, so the primitive man prepared different types of tools from stone. He made different types of tools from stone. And which are they? Number one, the tools for cutting and crushing the things. To cut and to crush the things. Okay, even also we have knife. To cut anything we have knife. At that time he was using sharp stone to cut it. Okay, second thing, tools for removing skin of animals and bark of trees. My dear student, he was using this sharp stone in order to remove the skin of animal as well as to remove the bark. Bark means the skin of a tree, that is called bark. My dear student, bark has two meanings. Okay, but here we are using this word as skin of a tree. Okay, so tools for removing skin of animals and bark of trees. Okay, so he was, as soon as he get the any animal, okay, when animal is killed, they remove the skin, and after that they eat. Okay. He also used spears from sharp stone. He also used hammer, heavy stone he was taking and tying with a stick with the creeper, and he was using to hammer it. Okay. Next one, X is just like a kuhari. Okay, in order to cut. Okay, similarly to this also, he was also using tools for digging out tuberous root. He was digging. Okay, in order suppose anything is there in the soil, he was trying to remove. So just to dig out. Okay, so tools for digging out tuberous root, and also to make arrow and bows. So for different purpose, he was making different kinds of tools from stone. Which are they? Number one, tool for cutting and crushing. Second thing, removing skin of animal and bark of tree. Third, spear. Fourth, hammer. Fifth, axe. Sixth, tools for digging out tuberous roots. And last one is arrow and bow. Okay, so for this kind of different purposes, he was making tools. Got it? Thank you.